Avarie Howard here in Lincoln following Thursday media availability, where we heard from Coach Holgorsen, Coach Shorts, Janiran, Rocco and Jacory Barney. However, to start the press conferences, we got an unfortunate update from Coach Rule.
Mark Way, after the first practice, came in, had some swelling in his knee. Actually not till the next day, and unfortunately the ACL repair failed for him. So, heartbreaking news. He's an unbelievable human. Felt terrible for him, and not any one play, nothing that he even knows necessarily happened. Just some swelling. Actually went to walk through that night, came in the next morning. So got through day one. We talked about him. Was really excited for what I knew he was about to do, but I know the human he is. I'm excited for what he does next.
Coach Holgorsen also shared with us the news of the injury of Mac Markway and just the message he had for him.
I wanted to coach him. He's such a great kid, man. My heart goes out to him. He's been through a lot, and I've got to know him as a human, but I've never coached him. His numbers, his testing numbers from the spring or summer were really good. I was like, this what's next. Coach talks about what's next all the time. I mean, in the coaching world, it's always somebody's got next play, next opportunity, next guy up. I mean, there's always that. Coach Rule is what's next. And we talk about it all the time. And I go to Mac, I go, hey man, I really don't know what to say. It's about what's next. And he goes, he's been through it, and so he goes, yeah, I guess it's God's plan. And so. Just here for him.
Coach Holgorsen also shared with us the improvements he's observed from Dylan and the ways he's challenging him in this fall camp to prepare him for his sophomore season, the expectations he has for this offense, and an area of the offense he's feeling a little bit more comfortable about.
Keep controlling the game. I've said this before. His football knowledge is advanced, and so we're putting a lot of things on him from. Going to the line of scrimmage and looking and seeing what's going on and getting us in the best play. Okay, and he can do that at a very high level. So, the leadership stuff, that's been awesome. The conditioning has been awesome. His rapport with people is awesome. The timing with the receivers is getting better, but managing the offense and getting us into the right play is what I'm looking at. Goals as an offense is to become a little bit more explosive. With more explosive bodies, I think that'll naturally happen. Okay, but that's not what we're going to obsess over. We're not going to be reckless with our play calls just to try to get explosive plays. That will come situationally. That will come. Where that really shows up and your yards per play go up is just routine play after routine play after routine play. If it's a check down for 5 yards, that's good. That's better than an incompletion, right? So, or that's better than a sack. So just focus on routine plays, taking what the defense gives you. If you do that consistently, those routine plays turn into big plays with good players. A lot better than I felt in January. I looked out there in January and said, geez, this ain't good. Now I look out there and say, okay, there's capable bodies that are able to play. Getting Teddy and Gunner back has developed depth. So we're just rotating them every couple plays. All those guys, we're going to rotate them. And hopefully we get Turner back here pretty quick as well. That will add to more depth with it. So. Depth and healthy bodies to be able to practice and put them into situations to see who elevates their game. That typically happens throughout the course of camp.
We also heard from Coach Shorts, the new wide receiver coach here at Nebraska. He threw around a name that we've heard a lot in this fall camp, and that's Isaiah Mosey. He's been moved from the wide receiver room to the running back room, where Coach Shorts said,
one, obviously we're all going to do what's best for the team. He has a chance to be a really, really special player. He's very versatile and unique. I think he's going to have a chance to help us no matter where he's at. But when it's Mosey, you fight to keep him in your room. But sometimes you get overruled by, obviously, I got superior bosses here. And like we said, we all want to do what's best for the team. I used to fight to try to keep him in your room. One, he's a special player, but he's a really, really good kid. He's a great kid and he works extremely hard. He's going to be successful no matter where he's at.
Shorts also highlighted just the talent he's seen on display and what he's observed from his guys early in this camp, an area that they're looking to improve from last season, and just what it means to have the presence of Dane Key in his room.
Just, extremely proud of those guys for just taking that next step from winter to spring to summer to now, especially, Quinn and Keelan, those guys being here last year and then just trying to ramp them up and get going. But, it's a hard process. They're still young, but they work extremely hard. So anytime you got some guys that work hard, they're going to develop at a faster level. But, they take the coaching. They work hard. Nobody's perfect. They come out here and try to get better every day. And I think, that's been great for Jeremiah as well, because now he sees those guys. And Quinn's definitely a similar body type to him. And he's just, starting from ground up. So he's learning from them every day. He's putting, one foot in front of the other, and he's just working hard, trying to get working, just trying to do a lot of more combative stuff, whether that's with each other, with the DBs, or with us as a staff, as coaches, just trying to, get in them face and get them uncomfortable as much as we can. We play in a really good league, and we're going to play some pretty good teams, starting off week 1. But just, the thing with man is, sometimes you're going to be open, sometimes you're going to be not, but we just want to get their mindset to just make the play regardless, if that makes sense. Want to make a lot of contested catches, which they're going to have to do at the next level anyway if they get a shot to go. Who he is as a person. I mean, he's a good player. He's been a 3-year starter in the SEC, but who he is as a person has really helped our room. We have so many young guys in that room, and just the way he carries himself, he's always in the building getting extra work. He's always taking care of his body. He wants, his other guys in the room to succeed. So I think, when younger guys see older guys that have production and that have had success and see that how they work and they work hard, it's kind of easier for those guys to follow.
Moving to the players that we heard from today, you can feel the confidence and the mentality shift from a few of these guys. Starting with Rocco Spindler, the transfer from Notre Dame, he shared point blank what his expectations are for the guys in his room and the confidence he has in the guys he'll be playing alongside this season.
A lot of talented guys. I think we just have to keep sharpening a lot of these edges, and this room can be the best O-line in the country. I believe we can win the Joe Moore Award, and I think we will. I think we just have to take it day by day, though. I mean, we have to come in with the same urgency, the same consistency, and to prove that we are the best.
Rocco may be a first-year transfer here at Nebraska, but he is already speaking like a vet.
O-line sets the standard, sets the tempo, and then the rest of the unit follows in with suit. And everyone works with Dylan, and he's kind of the head of the snake, and we work with him because he's the head of this, face of this program, and I believe in him. He believes in us, and I love that guy. And so Dana really trusts the O-line and trusts Dylan as well. So I just building consistency, urgency every single day, and that same mentality.
Next, we heard from Janiran Bonner, who talked about the physicality of his game, something that Coach Shorts shouted out earlier today as well. When asked about the physicality Bonner plays with, he said,
"Oh yeah, I take very much pride, being physical. That I feel like that kind of set me apart from different other receivers, especially because I'm in the slot. So you don't really see much physicality from a slot receiver like that. So yeah, I take much pride in that, especially coming from the roles where I was playing before."
As I mentioned earlier, you could feel the shift in confidence and mentality for this group, and that doesn't change when you get to Jacory Barney. He was asked about his role in special teams this season as a punt returner. He said,
"I'm going to lead the nation in punt return this year. With Coach Eck, I believe in it. We say it every day, and I believe I'm going to lead the nation this year, so that's what I'm working towards. I know the work I'm putting in every day, and I just believe in him, just like how serious he is about what he do. And I'm the guy he need. And the rest of those guys he had, I feel like they weren't me. So if they can do it, I can do it."
A big area of improvement for this Nebraska team is special teams. Jacory highlighted why he has so much confidence in that group and why the addition of Coach Eckler has got guys excited to play on that unit.
The energy he brings to it, of course, just being a regular football player, we don't, you wouldn't naturally just be like, I just want to be great at special teams, but his excitement towards it and the juice you bring towards it, it makes you want to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Make you want to be a part of what he got going on, because we believe in the success he's had, and we believe that we can have a lot of success just like the rest of the teams he's been at.
Huskers will return to Memorial Stadium on Saturday following Fan Day, where Husker Nation will get their first look at this 2025 squad.